little juice. Dang. This is gonna be good. We are back here at the ranch in the shop, and it is dark in here. It's dark in here all the time. So you've seen these Home Depot string lights in a lot of videos. To me, they are the fastest way to get light in a place with no light. They're all connected together. They're LEDs. They're like 80 or 90 bucks. They're not cheap, but they go up really quick and they give you something to work from. Today, hopefully there's gonna be a huge improvement in the shop. Check this out. These are the Saturn series units from Hyperlite. For those of you dying to know, we are still waiting on Nissan parts, so now is a great time to update the lighting in the shop because we need to do a lot of work in here and get this thing back together. But also, we're gonna be in and out of here for tools all the time, and I can't find anything normally, and in the dark, it's even worse. I've got 5 of these units. This company is called Hyperlite. They will do a lighting plan for you if you provide the size of the space, the dimensions, width, length, height, and recommend what type of lights for your situation, which is exactly what they did for this shop. So they recommended 5 100-watt units, this one. Also, this contraption that I'm wearing is not a leftover part of my Michelin Man Halloween costume. It is one of those fancy pants heated vests. Blah-dow. You guys have been seeing these things everywhere, I'm sure. This is a thermo-reflective vest, so it's got a big heater thingy on the back. It's got this fancy texture on the inside, and it's got these little like hand warmer doodads. And Kemimoto makes a bunch of gear for outdoor activities like motocross, quads, and razors, and all these outdoor off-road terrain accessories for both the vehicles and for the humans riding them. I think this is going to make life here at the ranch over the winter spectacularly better. I can stand working in the heat. I am super used to it. But when it gets cold, I usually just kind of would give up. So I'm really excited about this. This should make working in the cold, which I'm gonna have to do all winter, much more comfortable. It's got low, medium, and high settings. And if you don't want to look like a robot, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to look like a robot, you just turn off the thing and then it's not so loud, you know? And fortunately for me, you take the battery pack out and it's machine washable. In fact, I am now cooking because this thing heats up so quickly. And it comes with this little battery with the digital display, so you know how much chargitude you have. It's a simple thing. They're super common now, and I think everybody's gonna have heated clothing at some point, which sounds absurd. Maybe I'm getting soft, but this thing's cozy. This whole set of string lights is 7,500 lumens. Each one of these lights is 14,000 lumens. So we're gonna do many maths times what is already in here. So let's get these up in the air. I'm not really sure that this mounting system is gonna do much of anything for me, but maybe I can use the safety chain and just hook onto itself. That's not gonna be long enough. Dang. You know, I'm thinking zip ties. The other thing I'm stoked about with these, especially given the power situation out here in the garage being very limited, is that 100 watts, 120 volts, basically the entire 5-light system is going to have like a 5 amp power draw, a little less, which is pretty great because I've only got 20 amps coming on the extension cord. This is easily capable of running that for quite some time. There's my plan for installation. Through the universe, I can already hear the pounding of angry fingers on a keyboard. Do it right. Should have just done it right the first time. Somebody out there is having a big fat sad about the fact that I'm going to use extension cords and zip ties. That's nothing to get excited about. It's going to be all right. You don't want to do it that way. Don't do it that way. But I'm gonna. That's going to get us to where we need to be as fast as we can possibly scoot our little ladder around to get there. First fixture. I'm gonna see if I can tuck it up and get it to live sort of above the garage door in case the garage door opens all the way. Don't want it to get mashed. Can we do that? Maybe it needs to be between the two. You know what? I got some furring strips. That'll do it. These furring strips cost nearly as much as tuba furs. I genuinely want this thing as far forward as possible, especially in the relationship to the truck, because I want to see under the hood. Still gonna try this out and see what the spread is and make sure that the light right above us is indeed jamming into this engine bay behind us, because this thing's got flat tires and it's not that easy to move. Whoa! Woo! Wow! Okay. So that is looking in from this light right here. Just watch what happens when we turn it off. That is a significant improvement. Wow, that's great. I just slapped this up as a temporary solution, and it is so bright in here in person. I'm not sure how the camera's taking it. Also, this thing, this spacesuit, it's got 3 heat settings with the battery, but off. It still is, I mean, it's awesome. It's really gonna come in handy when it gets cold and awful and rainy and gross and dark all the time. I'm sweating. I was wearing it and suddenly realized how warm I really was. So big thanks to Kemimoto for sending that out. So kind of here's the view of the shop, even on a bright and sunny day. This is with our 1 strand of Home Depot lighting. And this is with our 5 100-watt Saturn Hyperlite units. Pretty cool. It's and it's not harsh. I don't know if you guys can tell, I really hate how harsh LEDs are. This is casting a really, really soft light. You can kind of see the soft shadows. These are great. So for a half second, I thought I was going to be able to do 2 YouTube channels. One on the home improvement DIY stuff and another on car DIY stuff. That channel's called Let's Make It Better. And I put lights in the carport I built at the other house. I got 8 fixtures from Home Depot. These are 40 bucks a piece right now, so this is the same price. And this is, it's every bit as good, if not better, if you want to check out that other video to compare. But it's not as many units, and it's in the same size space, roughly 24 by 30. And I'm getting a super even light. I can see down into the engine. It's just enough peripheral light coming in from this side and this side. And then I guess the best part is I'm leaning over and not casting a crazy shadow because the light's really diffused. So I'm super, super happy with these. Let's plug them into the All Powers battery and see what this system draws for real power. 500 watts. So it's saying this thing will run 2 hours at 500 watts, which is, it's 1,000 watt hours. All of this for 2 hours. Let's unplug this and test our Home Depot lights. So this is pulling 80 watts of light, so this can run for 11 hours. All right, Poindexters, let's talk nerd for just a little bit. So the Home Depot string lights come pre-strung. They're about 90 bucks for a set. 7,500 lumens and runs about 80 watts. This set of 5 100-watt Saturn series Hyperlights puts out 70,000 lumens at 500 watts. It's 10 times the wattage and 10 times the lumens. But this is $160 worth of lighting. 1 strand of the Home Depot lights is a $90 string. So like it's 10 times the light, but only twice the cost. Now I'm not paid by these guys, but I'm very happy with their product. I'm always looking for gadgets and gizmos that are going to make my shop space better, to make my projects more efficient, and more importantly than that, make them more enjoyable. Because if I enjoy what I'm doing, more stuff gets done, efficient or not. We're gonna continue on this when we get the parts, but the projects around here are growing. Spoiler alert, sneak preview. This was a lot of progress in a very, very small amount of time. No matter how haphazardly I did it, I left everything loose and I can shift them around if I want, but man, I can actually see. So I really hope this helps you out if you're in the search. This is definitely something to consider. At least reach out to them, have them do a lighting design for your space, and then just run the numbers and they'll tell you what they suggest for your space. This is a very good setup for a space this size, so they got it right. They'll do that for you for free, and then you can decide whether or not you want to invest in the fixtures. Better than guessing at Home Depot. So thank you all very much for watching. Genuinely, I really do hope this helps you out. And a big thank you to Kemimoto for sending over this spacesuit so that I could install these space lights, Saturn lights. Yeah, I really appreciate the support from all sides. I genuinely do. I hope it entertains you. I hope it helps you out. And we'll see you next time on Between the Sharks. Good luck on your projects out there.